We now interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this big load of shit.
What the hell is going on here, damn it? I don't know what you people are talking about, but you better give me some news, boy.
And now the news you didn't want or ask for, brought to you just because. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, and I'm here to bring you another one of our Nerd Nation breaking news. There's really no rhyme or reason to these as of yet, but certainly as a nice way to kind of keep you updated on things that are going on that I find interesting, or also to announcements of maybe things that I might be doing outside of this channel in case you just can't get enough, which that's probably not the case with many of you. But anyway, so we'll move on to our first order of business. This coming Monday, February 10th, I will be appearing on not one, but two separate live streams. The first is actually Nostradamus, good friend of mine in the community, and it'll be the Season 2 premiere of his anime Death Squad. Just a number of reviewers and just fans in the community that generally hang out and just kind of shoot the shit and have a good time. A show that I did appear on a few months ago and then stopped. Really, not anything personally against him or anybody else on there. Really enjoyed being on there, but I really hated everybody having to hold back on various topics and things like that because to not spoil me. So that's really the reason why I kind of avoid some of those, and so I don't get spoiled myself by accident, you know. The other live stream that I'm going to appear on is the one that I had been doing this season so far with Zorro Fanboy 124. It's on his channel, and we usually have some good guests in there. Walking 00 Dead, Joe Tan has joined us for a few of them. Anime Rick has as well, and it's for the kind of the live review for The Walking Dead, and this will be, of course, for the we've been waiting for a couple months eagerly for the Season 4 second half premiere, and certainly we're kind of left hanging with the last episode there, so it should be a good one. We do it every week that there is a new Walking Dead episode on, so certainly come and check that out. Tune in, take a look at it either live or he puts it up on the channel afterwards. So if you miss it, no big deal. You can always watch later. Of course, we'll put links to all this stuff in the description down below. The next order of business that I'd like to bring up is really, it's kind of a question that I have for you, brothers and sisters of the nation. No matter what I do, I'm not going to please everybody, and I've certainly come to that realization here very early on in my YouTube existence. But I do try to be fair, and I try to please as many people as I possibly can, because we're certainly it's a fun thing, it's entertaining, and certainly I enjoy just all the positive interaction that we've had with each other. Now, I've been wanting to get back into Attack on Titan for a while. I reviewed the anime, and I own about 9 or 10 of the volumes, but truth be told, I've only read up through the third one. So I would like to do that in my usual Jim's Nerd Nation format, but however, something's going to have to give. Now, I don't have to put a ton of Attack on Titan reviews out there because they're only on chapter 53. I think 54 might be coming out this week. And putting out even a couple a week will be fine. I'll catch up eventually, especially because it's a monthly series. But I'd like suggestions, like legitimate suggestions, not just bitching and complaining about, oh, this series better not go or I'll flip my shit. Just like legitimate, like adult-like suggestions, and if you can't put those down, then just don't comment at all, of what you might think we might be able to shift and balance around, because I'm only one human being, and I cannot legitimately put out like 25 or 30 videos a week. Number one, it would just overcrowd the channel. Nobody's going to be watching. It's going to be a clusterfuck. And number two, I just can't do it. I'm trying to learn new techniques with editing, so I'm putting more time into videos than I used to. And certainly always trying to improve and come up with new ideas, all of which takes time. And currently there's only 24 hours in a day. So, which almost every minute of mine is spoken for. So anyway, my point is, if you can come up with any ideas for a schedule shift, I guess, or if that's something that you would like, I've gotten a number of messages and comments on it, and people keep asking me, when are you going to get back to that? We'd like to hear your thoughts on Attack on Titan. It's a great series. I enjoy it, and I'd certainly like to get back into it, but as I said, I'm trying to figure out what will be the path of least resistance that'll piss off the least amount of people, I guess. So the final thing that I would like to talk about over here, and I'm not one for really doing much with shout-outs, and the reason that I don't is because, number one, I'm very humble, and I don't think a whole lot of myself. I just do the best I can. And number two, I don't ever like to be one of those people that's like, go check that guy out, he's the best, because, you know, opinions differ, and one person that you may think is awesome, somebody else may look at it and go, I don't like that guy, you know, just like some people think that, you know, I'm God's gift to the community, and other people are like, this guy's an idiot, you know. So, and that's fine. It's just difference of opinion. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me either way. But at any rate, though, I do want to, I've obviously made some acquaintances, some friends within the community, and there's a couple of them that I think have hit some milestones that I would like to go and spotlight, and I'd like to encourage you, the links will be in the description down below for these two gentlemen, to go check them out, take a look at their channel if you haven't already, and certainly if you like them, you've watched a couple of their videos and you enjoy them, feel free to do what you want. Subscribe, tell them I sent you. I don't care. I just know that it's something that I want to go and talk about here in Spotlight. The first is a gentleman that I met and is a friend of mine from across the pond over there, a little British fellow, and he hates my British accent, so I won't do it too much, but it's JaymesHanson. JaymesHanson is a guy who he's a YouTuber who loves Bleach, is a big fan of Bleach, and self-proclaimed biggest fan in the world, I think he said in one video of Bleach. And although I can't watch a lot of his up-to-date, newer reviews, I do enjoy some of the different rants and topic discussions that I've seen on his channel, and he's a very fun, entertaining guy who also just last weekend broke the went from 3 digits in subscribers and broke that plane and is now over 1,000 subscribers. So certainly go over there, check him out, give him some love, tell him I said hello, tell him I sent you, tell him he's an asshole, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. Again, differences of opinion. A guy that I respect and like, you may hate. So I'm not going to force you either way. I'm not going to hold a gun to your head. You know what I'm saying? So the next guy is who I'd consider to be a good friend of mine. A guy that if I was ever within 100 miles of his house, I'd probably stop by and see if he wanted to grab a bite to eat, hang out for a bit, whatever. And that's Tekking101. Tekking is great because he's an aspiring film student, and the videos that he does, if you're not familiar with what he primarily does Bleach reviews every week, but he's also does some Let's Plays for various games, and he's just a fun, entertaining guy. But he's one of those visionaries, man. It's like watching an amateur filmmaker, and I only say amateur because he doesn't have the technical prowess and the team behind him for special effects with CG and everything else. But what he does with the different characters he plays and the kind of sketch comedy almost is really, to me, it's second to none, especially within the community. I think it is great. You know, talking about just a guy that goes and gives you a fun, entertaining story, a review, and does it in a neat, unique way. That is Tekking in a nutshell. And also, I wanted to highlight, too, that Tekking is kind of adopting a Jim's Nerd Nation thing, and he's taking Kubo's, I guess it was one of his previous work before he started Bleach, and I believe it was a series that was actually canceled, but it got to the 26th or 27th chapter, and it was called Zombie Powder. He's done 4 of them to date, as of this recording. He's done 4 of them, and they're great. I mean, they're entertaining, they're fun. It's a series that I actually started reading along online with him, and really just am enjoying it. So take a look at his channel if you haven't already. Take a look at the link in the description down below, and feel free to again tell him I said hello if you like him, or whatever. If you hate him, you know, give him one of those comments too. So, but don't tell him I sent you if you don't like him. So, also Tekking, just this morning, I would like to congratulate him. I sent him a text as well and commented on his video, but he just broke the 9,000 subscriber plane. So certainly creeping up there, and before you know it, he'll be celebrating being in the 5 digits, the 10,000 subscribers. So that's about all that I have here for you today. Remember, if you like to see me outside of this channel, feel free to come check me out either live or, or check out the live streams that I'm going to be in. Not check me out. Hey. Check out the live streams that I will be in this coming Monday, February 10th. And then, of course, the Zorro Fanboy 124 on his channel, The Walking Dead live streams. Those ones I will be on, live every week. And then, of course, he keeps them on the channel afterwards, so you don't have to be live. But if you want to interact with us, you got to obviously, don't ask questions, you have to be there. But I would do that every time there's a new Walking Dead episode, and I'm not sure if he's going to do a one for Game of Thrones as well, but I don't know. I will announce that when I find out one way or the other. So thank you again for tuning in, Nation. Remember to leave any comments that you might have on what you think might be a legitimately good schedule shift that would be agreeable, and just let me know in general if you'd like to see my thoughts chapter by chapter, of course, on a very cool, very popular series now, being Attack on Titan. Something I've been wanting to dig back into, but I keep going, no, I'm going to review it. That's why I'm going to put it on the side. So anyway, thumbs up if you think that I deserve it, and feel free to subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so already. And we'll look forward to catching all of you in the next one, Nation.
If you're a fan of giant breasts, thongs, or women with unimaginable proportions, go on over to my Facebook or Instagram page.